here is the Writer's Almanac for Friday. It's the 23rd of April, 2021. It's the anniversary of the founding of the oldest school still in existence in this country, the Boston Latin School, 1635, which still requires its students to study 4 years of Latin. It's the birthday of Coleman Barks, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 1937, who has devoted so much of his life to translating poems by the 13th century Sufi mystic Rumi, R-U-M-I, Rumi. 15 collections of Rumi's poetry. It's the birthday of Roy Orbison, 1936, born Vernon, Texas. Went to college, studied geology, but when his classmate Pat Boone signed a record deal, Roy Orbison decided to try that too. Moved to Memphis, formed a band, the Teen Kings, and his career took off in 1960 when he wrote and recorded the song Only the Lonely. One day, Roy Orbison asked his wife Claudette if she needed any money for her trip to Nashville, and Orbison's partner, Bill Deese, said, "Pretty woman never needs any money." And 40 minutes later, Roy Orbison had written, "Oh, Pretty Woman." And today is the day traditionally held to be the birthday of William Shakespeare in Stratford-upon-Avon in Warwickshire, England. His father John was a glove maker and an alderman. His mother, Mary Arden, was a landed heiress. Young William went to the local grammar school, learned Latin and Greek there, but grammar school was the extent of his formal education, which led to people assuming that he never could have written the plays. He never could have written so knowledgeably about history and politics and foreign countries on just a grammar school education. It is known that when he was 18, he married Anne Hathaway, who was older and who was pregnant. She was 26. She gave birth to a daughter 6 months later. Shakespeare moved to London around 1588. It's thought he may have been on the run from deer poaching charges in Stratford. And he began his career as an actor and a playwright. By 1594, he was also a managing partner of the Lord Chamberlain's Men, a very popular theatrical troupe in London. In 1611, he retired to Stratford, made out his will, and died on or around his birthday in 1616. His body buried in the Church of the Holy Trinity in Stratford, under the epitaph, "Good friend, for Jesus' sake forbear to dig the dust enclosed here. Blessed be the man who spares these stones, and cursed be he who moves my bones." Shakespeare, who wrote 38 plays, 154 sonnets, a couple of long narrative poems, created unforgettable characters, and, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, coined 3,000 new words and contributed many phrases to the English language. It was Shakespeare who gave us A Fool's Paradise, A Sorry Sight, Dead as a Doornail, Greek to Me, Come What May, Eaten Out of House and Home, Forever and a Day, Heart's Content, Slept a Wink, Love is Blind, Night Owl, Wild Goose Chase, and Into Thin Air. Here's a poem for today by Shakespeare, lines from Prospero's soliloquy from The Tempest, written about 1610. Our revels now are ended. These, our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, ye all which it inherit shall dissolve, and like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. That's the Writer's Almanac for Friday, April the 23rd, funded by donations from listeners like you, now available on PRX for distribution by your local radio station. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.